Show you how to wash a pull-up doll wig. You can use this method really for any doll. And I'm also going to give this wig a bit of a haircut. It has, let's call them split ends, even though the hair is synthetic. And don't mind the sounds in the background. My son and my partner are just getting the nighttime routine ready as we speak, i.e. teeth brushing and lunch preparing. So obviously you saw this is some Snuggle fabric softener, and I probably grabbed too much. I didn't dilute it. You don't have to dilute it. I think the more that you use, probably the better, but I did grab just a touch too much. So I coated the entire wig in the Snuggle fabric softener, and it had a bit of a strong smell. I think I'll get some non-scented fabric softener for the next round, and I combed it all the way through. Now I didn't want to rinse it with hot water because I didn't want to damage the fibers in any way, so it was kind of cool water, not too cold. I don't really like the cold, but I rinsed it quite thoroughly twice. And so when you're done rinsing it, then obviously you'll let it dry. And I just kind of put it on this towel and left it there in the bathroom. So I let it dry overnight. And then the next day I gave it a haircut. So as you can see, it's already much shinier. It was kind of gritty. Of course, their hair collects dust. It's unavoidable. And as you can see here, these are the split ends or the frayed ends of the wig. And so I tried to comb it as best as I could, and here's a cutting method that I'm using. You just really thin out the hair at the ends, and then you just cut directly from the bottom when the hair is all spaced out. Let me slow this down here so you can see. Now you really want to space it out. I just have it fanned out, and I'm pinching it with my pointer finger and my middle finger, and then I'm just cutting in from the bottom, just trying to kind of thin out the ends of her hair. And you know, there are different methods that you can use. I ended up using a few methods. I did go to hair school, but I didn't really like it. So, like the movie Grease, I'm a beauty school dropout. But I almost did the whole course. There was 3 weeks that I missed, and I was offered promotion at the company that I was working at. It was a really good promotion. And so I just took the promotion, and I didn't finish the schooling, and that's okay. I ended up working in hair anyway for a few years. You don't really need the schooling to work in certain salons, but ultimately I just found it was a lot of work that I wasn't super passionate about. But luckily I have those skills, and I can apply them to cutting my doll's wig. So just make sure that you're holding the top of the wig as you brush it. You don't want it to fall down. I have it over the edge here because I just wanted to vacuum up quickly. But as you can see, I still had a really hard time brushing her hair. And you can see that there's just still a lot of frayed fibers. So now I'm just trying this little method where I'm just gently kind of cutting along the front. This is a method that's used for making layers. And so I fanned out kind of the front portion of her hair. It's the hair that frames the face. And the hair at the front that frames the face, that's really what's frayed the most, or has the most split ends, or is the most unruly. So now I'm just making these light cuts with the hair semi-fanned out. And I'm just really trying to maintain the length of the wig. I don't want to take out any volume or any length because we want Hamura's wig to be nice and full. She's got this long, beautiful mane that's gray, and it's very voluminous. But I also don't want her looking ratty or ratchet. I'm just combing it now on both sides and just seeing if one side is maybe thicker than the other. And I'm still not completely pleased with that right there. So now I'm just seeing if I can just kind of snip along the surface. Basically, when the wig lays on the doll, this is what you'll see in the front. At the very front of her wig is where, it's the most ick. So if I could just get these little frayed pieces off. I'm worried about cutting off some of the length. So now I'm trying this twisting method. So you basically twist a portion of the hair and then you fan out at the very end and you do those cuts again from the bottom so that you can cut off some of the split ends. I mean, you can do this with your own hair, with your own split ends as well. And then I just take my comb and I just comb out whatever I cut that didn't fall out naturally. Because the hair is synthetic, it really doesn't fall the same way that natural hair does. And so I have it fanned out, and I've kind of turned it up as on an angle as well. When you use this method, you also avoid, doing like straight cuts across. She does have a layered look to her hair, and we want to maintain that. So that was really the best that I thought I could do. What I ended up doing was just tucking the hair inwards at the front and just rotating in the front layers as much as I could so that you didn't see some of those split ends. Now we're using some fabric fuse to secure the wig to her head. And Operation Hamura Kemi's wig is now complete and is back on her head. I've just got to change her eye chips now, so she was slightly customized before I adopted her from my friend. And I plan to hand paint some eye chips to go with her. I really love her wig. It was actually, in really good shape. And the fabric softener is a great method for cleaning your doll wig. So let me know how it goes, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, hit the bell, subscribe for more content like this, and enjoy playing with your dolls this week. Ciao!